What's up, everybody? Clark Spalding here with First Commonwealth Mortgage, coming at you with your super mortgage quick tip and rocking the Mortgage Superman hat. Thank you, Joey O's Hat Bar. Today, I want to dive into the question of when is the right time to buy a house? I hear a lot of questions like, should I wait to buy when rates drop? Or what if there's another market crash? Both great questions, but let's look at why the right time to buy real estate was yesterday. So on the day I'm filming this, the national average mortgage rate is right around 6.85%, which if you look at mortgage rates across history, is pretty normal. It's pretty average. Now, no, it's not the 3 point whatever percentages that we saw in COVID, but more than likely those aren't coming back unless we have another pandemic or another round of stimulus checks. But then we're going to have consequences from that, blah, 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 whatever. It's probably not going to happen. So 6.85% is the average today. Let's take a look at what that looks like on some mortgages. So in Louisville right now, the average home price is sitting right around $242,000. Take that 6.85% interest rate that is the national average at the moment, and you're looking at a monthly payment right around $1,828 per month, $1,828. Let's say you plan on waiting 2 years before you want to buy another home. Wait for the rates to come down. Right there in the middle of the screen, it shows you that at this point in time, housing prices in Louisville are going up by 5% annually. So that means in 2 years, the house that was $242,000 today is going to be right around like $267,000. If you waited a whole 2 years for mortgage rates to come down, and they're now 5.85% instead of 6.85, but the house is now $25,000 more, your new mortgage payment on that is going to be $1,833. So you really didn't save any money. Your mortgage payment stayed about the same, except now you're paying $25,000 extra dollars on that house that you could have bought 2 years ago for $25,000 less and accrued that as equity and added to your own net worth. Now, no one has a crystal ball and no one can say what rates are going to do over the next couple of years. But this math just goes to show you that waiting is more likely to cost you money than it is to save you money. But Clark, home prices are going to come down. We're going to have a crash. Again, no one has a crystal ball, but looking at things statistically, in the past 30 years, there have only been 5 where home prices have come down, and that was the 2008 crash. The other 25, we saw significant increases in housing prices. The 2008 crash was mainly brought about by bad lending practices and predatory lending, where people were putting mortgages on houses knowing full well that whoever owned that house could not repay it, and it forced them into the short sale of their home or foreclosure. Because of those bad practices, several government entities such as the CFPB have been put into place to make sure that those predatory lending practices don't come about again. So the chances of another housing crash are pretty low. Now, just as a bonus, let's take a look at renting. So this chart here shows the average increase in rent in America over the last 10 years. Let's just take a look at the last 5. You have 3.12%, 2.25, 6.03, 7.95, and 5.49. What does this mean for anybody who's renting right now? If you had rented a house in 2020 for $1,800 a month, you would be renting that same house now in 2025 for $2,291. And you've gained no equity and you essentially set your money on fire. So now that $1,800 mortgage payment doesn't sound too crazy, does it? In all seriousness, the best time to buy real estate is as soon as you possibly can. Now, you may not know how to get there, and that's when a good mortgage advisor comes into play. So if you have questions or need some guidance, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm here to help. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time.